So this is another story about witnessing to someone on a plane. I was sitting next to a young guy and a young girl. I started talking to the guy about God, trying to figure out what he believed, and I realized that the girl was also listening to the conversation. And she started asking questions. I think it was about God's existence, just how could we be sure that God's real? And I just was like, look out the window. We're flying over creation right now. Creation speaks as a way of proving that God exists. If you don't believe in God, you have to account for the creation. You have to account for things like death and morality. And I told her that in the scriptures, it says that the fool says in his heart that there is no God. And she says, well, I consider myself an atheist, so are you calling me a fool? And in my head, I was like, of course, now you tell me you're an atheist. But I was just like, look, I believe in God and I believe in what his word says. And so I do believe that it is a foolish thing to not believe in God. And so this was the first time, or one of the first times, that I had to stand by my faith, even when it probably upset this girl and probably offended her quite a bit, but I wasn't mean about it. I was just repeating what the Word of God says, and I wanted her to understand that this is serious. This is not something to mess around with. Never be afraid to stand by the side of the Word of God, even when it's uncomfortable. It is the right way. It is the best way. I pray for people who don't believe in God and don't believe in Jesus, that they would come to see that there is a God, that he loves you, but that there is also a judgment, and it's coming. So that is my encouragement to all of us Christians, that you would stand by the Word of God, and that is my exhortation. Look into who God is. You will not regret it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, follow for more, and check out the Strength in Hands podcast for more encouragement.